Welcome to RoadflyTV, your latest automotive fix from Roadfly.com.
Welcome to RoadflyTV. I'm your host, Charlie Romero, and we're coming to you from the heart of Americana, Memphis, Tennessee, and we're about to experience the all-new 2008 Chevrolet Malibu. It represents this movement at GM to make these incredibly stylish and incredibly value-driven vehicles. For 2008, Chevrolet gives us three engine options for the new Malibu. There's the 2.4-liter Ecotec four-cylinder, their 2.4-liter hybrid electric, and then ours, which is the 3.6-liter V6, which outputs 252 horsepower. With the Malibu, Chevy offers the most cost-efficient electric hybrid available in America in a passenger car, or any car for that matter. It's an $1,800 option, but you get a $1,300 tax credit, so that means the net cost is $500. That makes it very efficient and very easy to recoup the investment that you make through fuel savings. This Malibu with the V6 gets 17 city, 26 highway. And those are really good figures, and they're very competitive figures within the mid-size segment. Those compare directly to the fuel economy that you're going to get in the Honda Accord or the Toyota Camry. As you're test driving cars, put them in manual mode, and I want you to compare the Chevy to everybody else in the segment, and notice how in manual mode the Chevy holds its gear. What that means is when you put it in manual mode, you're shifting using the paddle shifters, the tap shift system on the steering wheel. It will not shift from second to third just because the RPMs go high. Chevrolet holds the gear. That is incredibly important to provide that sort of sporty, in control feeling in a sporty midsize sedan. The ride is very quiet. I mean, we're in a Malibu. We're in a car that base price starts at $19,995, and I can hear very little wind noise. It's got to be the quietest car in its class. And Chevy's used things like this is acoustic glass to help reduce the interior noise and the vibration that you're going to pick up through when you're driving on the highway. The interior is really upscale looking. We're in the LTZ right now, and it has this wood grain and these chrome finishes that really look expensive. I mean, you think you're in a car that costs tens of thousands of dollars more. The dash plastics and the finish and the sort of the finish that they put on the materials really feels upscale, feels premium. Nothing feels cheap. Even the stitching on the shifter down here and the stitching on our leather steering wheel really feels nice. The center console is really highly functional. You've got a couple of little compartments for cell phones or iPods in addition to your drink holders. The new Malibu is styled like a very expensive European import. And one of the main determinations of value is you need to feel like you're getting more than you paid for. And with the brand new Malibu, that is absolutely true. Trunk space is an important consideration in the midsize segment, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for golf bags, and in addition, the rear seat has a 60/40 fold down to help make it easier to carry things as you buy at your local home center. Now, the Malibu is a 5-passenger midsize sedan. I wanted to see if I can fit in the rear seat behind me. I've set my driving position in the front seat. Now I'm going to see if I fit in the back. Chevrolet's notched out the rear of this front seat to give my knees a place to go. Now, that's a common strategy in high-end cars to make the rear seat a little bit more palatable for tall folks. When a brand new car comes out, the leasing companies have to figure out what the lease rates are going to be and the residual values are going to be, and that directly relates to resale values. And they've given the new Malibu a very encouraging 49.5 for residual. That's a big number. That means that the leasing companies basically think that this car is styled so well and has so much quality built into it that it's going to hold its value every bit as well as any of the major Japanese competitors. If you're looking at a mid-size car, specifically the Toyota Camry or the Honda Accord, you definitely need to go drive this car, the new 2008 Chevrolet Malibu. I think you're going to be not just a little bit surprised, you're going to be incredibly surprised. You're going to be incredibly surprised by the quietness, by the quality of what you feel inside, the solidness of the car. And when you see the price difference and the value that is the Malibu, that's probably the most incredible story. The fact that the car that we're riding in is the loaded version, the LTZ, with its wood grain dash and whatnot. And this car comes in at $26,900, and you feel like you're driving and you look like you're driving in a $45,000 premium European sedan.
Wow, Chevrolet really did a great job with the new Malibu. It's got a great engine, it's geared well, it's got a lot of pickup, it's got safety features, it's got style, it handles sporty, and it's got a large interior. What more could we want? I think Chevrolet absolutely nailed the new 2008 Malibu. I encourage you to go test drive one. That's it from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Charlie Romero. Thanks for joining us.
RoadflyTV.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.